Hey guys, it's Heather the Crochet Witch. How are you guys doing today? So, Maverick, do you want to come say hi? You want Mama to make room for you? Have some stuff down here again. Come here, baby. Come say hi. Say hi, everybody. Look right there. Say hi, guys. It's Maverick, your cutest co-host ever, huh? You're the cutest co-host ever? Yeah. We just got ready, as you can tell by my morning voice, that we just got ready because we're going to end up having to go to work soon. But some of this stuff is getting mailed out on the way, so I need to show you what I got. I went to JoAnns again. And I have to quit. Yeah, there was like a moment of reflection there. Well, you'll see what I got, because I got a lot of Orphans. I got a lot of bits and bobs that I missed before. I will say, small JoAnns update. They have a sign now that says new items arriving every day, warehouse is clearing out, or something that may not be verbatim, but it's pretty close to what it said. And I have a story about how I got informed of that also. Like, I saw the sign already. We'll get to that. Yesterday was, something was in the water yesterday, because the bad moods started at JoAnns and didn't stop there. Were you in a bad mood too, Mav? No, you weren't. That was him shaking his head. You could kind of see it right there. Yeah. No, he was in a good mood. He was Mommy's best buddy yesterday. You're Mommy's best buddy all the time, aren't you? Because you're my baby. Yeah. So, decided to go to JoAnns yesterday. And when I got there, if you guys remember the video I showed you of my small store, how empty it was, how sad it was, sad violin music playing, you know, as the Titanic goes down kind of deal. I went to my big store again because I went for bits and bobs that I'll show you in a second, that I thought might be there. You can't tell because I knew when I put the video out last time, but I didn't know when I filmed it that JoAnns had stopped mail ordering. So just FYI, there are no more mail orderings for JoAnns. We already knew they had stopped curbside pickup. Mail order has now stopped also because, as the sign in the store said, they are shipping everything out of their warehouses, and it's ending up in stores. So there's more items arriving every day. Today, the day that I went, I should say, that item was not yarn, I don't think, because it was really barren, just kind of like my small store was. Not as barren, let me lie. I'm lying here. Let me correct that lie. I mean, there was still way more yarn than was in that store, but like you guys have seen my big JoAnns, you know that it is like, and I don't remember if I put video during this going out of business era or not, but it was still really well stocked. Like, there's some few things that unless I find them cheap online, like on eBay, or unless I end up at another store and they happen to have stocked it, which I doubt. Like, I wanted to get a couple more of the big twist values in neon yellow, like the safety yellow, and I wanted to get a couple more in slime. Those were like my big to-do list, right? There was none. There has not been none to be found in any three of my stores for quite a while, since the last time I bought some. So I don't know what he's doing out there. So anyway, disarray, blah, blah, blah. Let me show you what I got. I'll start with the yarn, and then, no, I won't. I'm going to show you the bits and bobs that I got, because that's what I went for, right? And remember, there's a story along the way here somewhere. So I had gotten these, the Big Twist crochet hooks before, right? I got one of them. And I wasn't sure. I said, I'll see how it goes. They have like, I would say it's in between a Susan Bates and a boy hook. It's kind of like maybe a prim hook, maybe. It's got kind of a rounded head, but there is a point to it. And it's got a sharper mouth, I would say, than a boy, than at least most boys that I've seen. Mouth. It's got a tapered, my words are gone. You see it. I got it in a D hook, 3.25 millimeter. Focus. There we go. I got it in the D hook. This is a backup I got, so we'll just start there. I got these. I got a backup one because that's how I roll if I know I can't get it anymore, and because if they're really long lasting, well put together, then I can share this. Like I probably just won't open this right now, and I will share this at some later date, right? Or even if I do open it, I'll share it at some later date because I really like these. Like, I had found I'm always been a Susan Bates girl. I always will be. I don't see that changing. However, branching out, I will not be branching out to like boy or anything like that. Again, I'd started on boy. My first hooks ever were boy. I do like prim. I kept my set of prim, and I do like these. So, I got an extra. And then I think I might have been able to get 2 of each of the sizes that I got for the same reasons that whichever ones, if they hold up and if I like them and all, I'll keep it and pass one along. Just because I normally don't do that. I got this was the B hook, which is a 3.25 millimeter. That's the one I only got one of because I had one. These are the H hook, which is a 5 millimeter. It's my go-to like granny square hook for pretty much everything. And then I got a G hook. There was mostly small sizes, which this is good because I can tell you what I like it for. I like it for amigurumi because in an upcoming video, I got a little something to show you guys. But these are the G hooks. Focus. There we go. G hooks, which are 4 millimeters. And then even tinier, I got a C hook, which is a 2.75 millimeter. These are the pretty pink ones. Come on. There we go. So I got those. There were more left, but I just got 2. This store had quite a few. Like, of the colors they had quite a few. But they only had those, or I would have gotten more of them. And then I found 2 more Susan Bates, because these are the kind that I prefer, Susan Bates. These are the soft grips. I love the bamboo still, and I've been loving the soft grips. These are both 4.5s in size 7. I found those. I have like hardly any of these, so I got those. And then I picked up one more package of the Granny Square Post-its, and I picked up a package of, the tarot. These are the Granny Square Post-its. So 1 of each Post-its. 1 more set of stickers, which have the cute tarot cards also, the yarn tarot. You know I love those. And then I had gotten several of these enamel pins, so I got the kitty because I was regretting not getting the kitty. So I did find the kitty. So those are the bits and bobs that I got. Okay, then I went and I found a few Orphans to start with. I think the first one so I basically went around picking up Orphans because, yeah, there wasn't a lot to be had. But you guys remember this big twist value in the color Perplexed? I found one, which I did find out the label's popping off now, but I did not notice that day, and I would not have cared anyway, frankly, because I have a small collection of this, not like an ungodly amount or anything, but, you know, a small collection, enough to make like a blanket. You know, I'm always trying to get blanket quantity sizes, and so I found that one. And then one I didn't need, and it looks like they taped this because the label also had popped off, but that one was just laying around on a shelf somewhere. This was laying around, I had been looking at zippers to try to put a zipper in my jacket, and this is another big twist value, and this was just, lo and behold, there it was, just laying there. So I said, you know what, I will take you home, Lake House. But here is one more Lake House, because this was one of my favorites of the variegateds. One of my favorites. I have another of my favorites right here, which I grabbed. because I always grab these. If I had an online order, I put them in. If I saw them at the store, I put them in. I just figured they also taped up some of these. That's crazy. These must have been all the popped off label brigades or something. But this is, I believe, roller ink. Yes, it is. It's another, and all of these are 100% acrylic. They are, I think you know by now, they're 100% acrylic. They're 269 yards, 246 meters, 4.3 ounces, 121 grams, medium 4. So I got these two. I found out what he's doing out there. He wants me to hurry up. I got those two, and then I think, yep, there are 2 more in this bag. Because I found 2 more laying somewhere else, so I just grabbed them. Because, you know, orphans, right? So that was a little group of 4 that I grabbed. This was another orphan that was just laying around, and this is the Big Twist Value in Camel. And he was just laying around on the way to the yarn. I can't remember, but I was like, this is to me, that's a really great brown. I'm just keep showing you for a minute. It's a really great brown. I love all of my like vintagey colors and stuff, and it just fits really well with any of them pretty much. I really, really love it. Because you know my aesthetic is like your grandparents' basement kind of deal, right? Has been for quite a while. And then I had went by and saw these 2 lonely guys, which I also have in an upcoming project. But these are the Bitty Stripes yarn from Red Heart, which you can still get from like Yarn Inspirations and stuff. But if there's no more mail order, this JoAnns is where I always got them. I have a few other ones that I had gotten previously, and this is in the color Crayon Box. But look at all these beautiful, like almost like a stone-washed rainbow. Isn't that gorgeous? It's gorgeous. I am going to create a yarn avalanche over here. Oh my goodness. Then we're going to be in trouble because I got to get ready for work. Or else, like, as soon as I get done talking to you guys, I am getting ready for work. The last thing. Oh, no, you know what? I found one more of the roller ink. That was like a quintet. It was a quintet. Sorry. This is the last yarn I got, I believe. But I had gotten a Big Twist Heather in the color charcoal. And I figured it would be my only one. I only got it because the name was Heather. But I saw 2 more. Just 2. And a lot of the yarns, especially the ones that I really actually liked, as you can see, were sitting in groups of like 1 or 2, except for the roller rink, apparently. The roller rink was in like, I think it was in 3s, and then I found 1, and then I found 1 or 2, and 2, something. Anyway, they were not together, is my point. But these are the Heathered, and they have a beautiful heathered look. Oh, my light shut off already? I've been in here because the giant box that never got taken care of has now been parted out. There are some more JoAnn bags. Hi. Mwah. There are more JoAnn's bags full of yarn over here, but there's no more giant box taking up half of the room. Literally. Did you just burp in my face? Ew. Ew. Who does that? Ew. You gross. Mommy's almost done. I almost done, okay? He's like, well, be almost done faster, Mama. Be almost done faster. I don't want to start a yarn avalanche, but okay. So that was my yarn. But there are more things, and here comes my JoAnn story. Here's the thing. I decided a while ago that I was making a tote bag, which I have not made yet, but I was going to make a tote bag, right? And I thought to myself then, and lately, you know, even if, because I don't, for the record, I don't sew, right? I don't even like to sew my squares together, let alone sew like actual cloth. But I was like, you know, I can hand sew things, like I can mend things, I can sew small things together, etc., etc. I could hand sew a lining, right? Surely if I don't do anything else, I could hand sew a lining if I really want this bag. And then I thought, okay, but it's a really bad time to decide you're going to do that with JoAnn's going out of business, right? But I went and had a look around the fabric place. the fabric place, the fabric area. And I found a few things that I really, 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 really loved. Now, you know, I'm just as bad at yardage with cloth as I am, maybe worse than I am with yarn. But let me show you. There's a minimum, at least in my store, there's a minimum of 2 yards that you have to get if you get them cut, right? So a couple of these I got cut. These are all cotton. I don't know what else to tell you about cloth because I don't know myself, but they're cotton. I remember that I got them from that section. And this one is just a really beautiful pumpkin-y orange. You know, I thought this would be a nice inside to a bag. And I figured if I never get around to it, maybe I could just pay somebody to make me a bag or 2 out of these, because I dearly would love that. Even if I don't line my own bags, I want bags out of this real bad. Real bad. So you may see this in the future with a video with me begging people who will let me send them fabric for bags. Excuse me. Hi. Hello. You know, this video would go faster if you weren't up here. If you weren't sussing out everything. Yeah. How about you sit for just a minute? Yes, everyone wants to see your cute face. I want to see your cute face. But Mama gotta get done. Is that okay? Is that okay? Get down. Thank you so much. We're almost done. We're almost done. So here was the second one that I thought was an inside liney one. Again, cotton. And I got 2 yards of each of these. So I'm not going to unfold them all because I don't have time to figure out how to fold them back up as nice as they folded them, to be honest with you. Not right now. And the other 3 of these, there wasn't that much. There was like 2+ yards. I think one of these had like 3+ yards. And it's the one I like the most, actually. So I just took what was left on the bolt. But I got this one. This was like 2.7 or something like that yards. But I swear, you guys, my grandma made something out of this when I was little. So this print, or something similar to it, has been around for a very long time. So like, I don't just think it's vintage. I know this is a vintagey looking, at least looking, because like I said, maybe it's slightly different. You know, my memory doesn't have to be the greatest either, I guess, but something, I remember my grandma making this because I thought it was really cool then. And I've never, like I said, been into Americana. I did think it was cool then. I think it's cool now. Okay, just checking on him. Me and my Stranger Things love, you know, and I'm kind of addicted to the whole 4th of July and the 80s kind of thing that they had going on in the season 3. I've said that many times, but this is definitely something akin to that, right? You just really want to check out the fabric, don't you? It's nothing for baby. I cannot sew to make you something. I don't even know what I would make you. Not out of this. You want a little jacket? Okay, then I found this, which was just over 2 yards also, I think. But look at the Halloween puppies. Aren't they cute? And yeah, it was in the bolt like that and all, you know. So I got that. Oh, I didn't even notice that there was Halloween colored dog bones and dog prints in the background. I was like focusing on all the different puppies, but look at the background. How cool is that? Okay, then I'm going to put these in the bag and I'm going to get out the last one because the last one is the biggest piece. But I can tell you that I love it. I also swear that I had something, if not this, like it might have had polka dots or something like that instead of this print specifically. But I had something like this made from my grandma also. And like I said, I know it's not probably the exact same thing, but look at this. How cool is that? They're like a faded fall looking leaf on like a dark brown background with the dots. There are polka dots on it. And I know it's super busy, but it's super pretty. And like to line a bag or to be a bag, oh my gosh, that looks crazy back there. But look how pretty it is. This one had like 3 point some yards in it. But that, yeah, I had to have that. Even if I have to just beg somebody else to make me things out of this, I had to have it. Might it have sat there for a longer time if JoAnns wasn't closing? Yeah, it might have. Because me and Fabric we don't play right now, you know, but JoAnns is not. They're closing, so I got it. So that's the fabric that I got, right? So when I was leaving, I almost said clocking out. When I was leaving, I obviously was at the register paying, and the gal there was so sweet. She was so sweet, and she was like, did you find everything? You know, of course. And I found everything. Like, awesome. I love you guys. And I said, did they happen to let you guys know yet when they were going to start selling things like the shopping carts? And she said, no, they said they're going to, which, I mean, I already knew that because the last cashier said that, but I wasn't going to, you know, that's rude. First of all, I'm not gonna be like, yeah, I already knew that. But I was like, okay, you know, and she goes, and they haven't said when. And I said, I imagine it'll be a while if you guys are planning to stay open like another month or two, right? And she's like, probably, you know, yeah, I would imagine and stuff. We were just talking, you know, like that might have not have been verbatim either, but we were just talking. And she said, you know, though, there is a list that we have if you want to be contacted when they start to sell off things like that, like the fixtures and the shelving and, you know. And I was like, that would be awesome. I'd love that, you know. And she said, just go on back to the fabric counter. It's back there. And just let them know. And I was like, okay, thanks, you know. So I went back there. And the same lady that had cut my fabric she was not like at the counter, but she was like wandering around. And I was looking around to see where they were at and stuff. Because I don't know. I always feel like it's obnoxious ringing their buzzer bell thing. So she comes out of a aisle and I was like, oh, hi, you know. And she was already looking at me like, and I was like, did you forget something? You're just here to bother me again? Like, that's the vibe I got, right? And so I said, hi. And I tried to like kind of awkwardly explain, because I'm a little awkward, especially in things like that, because like it's something that I know that it's not something I knew myself. So I wasn't like sure, but I did know that somebody else in the store told me this, you know, so I was sure enough. So I was awkward, and I'm sure I stumbled through my words, and she already seemed very irritated with me for some reason, which is funny because like we hardly spoke or anything when she was cutting my fabric either. Like we definitely didn't like disagree or get into an argument, and you know, nothing, no vibes like that. But that's the vibes I was getting off her. Just like she wanted to do anything but even talk to me, basically. Like I didn't have fabric in my hand. I was not worth her time. Is how I felt. So she's looking at me like, so I stumbled my way through it, and I'm like, you know, the girl up in front at the register, she sent me back here. She said that there was a list, you know, for anybody who wanted to be contacted when you guys start selling off like the fixtures and the shelves and everything, the carts. And she cut me off and she's like, no. And I was like, no. And she's like, not that I know of, like very aggressive. And I was just kind of like taken aback, you know, because I was like, okay, you know. And she goes, I said, okay, well, I'm sorry. I just thought, you know, and she goes, it's not going to be anytime soon. You realize they're shipping things in every day. And she kind of like at the sign. And I said, I know. And I said, I didn't think it would be now or even next month. Or I said, I didn't know that's why the list was brought up. And she goes, well, it isn't. There isn't one. And then before I could say anything else, she was like, you know, it's vultures like you that had my store manager in tears the other day. Because why won't you sell me this? Why won't you sell me that? And I was like, just get it out. Like at that point, I was just kind of like, I started to defend myself, and I was like, and you know, just get it out. Like, I don't know who hurt you. I mean, I know that it's a stressful day, but like, I wasn't even asking. I feel it's so rude to be like, when are you closing? When is this? I just wanted to know in the future, you know, like it's inevitably going to happen. And like, that's the harsh reality that none of us like, but I just wanted to know, like, if I could get contacted when, you know, and I didn't even bring that up. The clerk in the front did. So she's yelling at me back there, and I was just like mortified because you got to really push me to get me, like, I will stand up for myself, but like, I mean, had she like put her hands on me or done something physically aggressive, it would have been different. We would have thrown down, but not that I expect that, but I didn't expect this either. I was like, okay, lady, like, okay. So I was like, well, okay. Like when she was done, I was just like, okay, got it. What do you do? What do you do? And I said, yeah, I was trying to explain myself. I said, I'm not trying to, like pick at anything, like that. I said, I know it might be dumb, but I just thought getting the shopping cart, putting my yarn in it would be really cool, like at my house. And she just like rolled her eyes at me and like turned her back to me. So I was like, well, at least she's not yelling at me. I'm just gonna go. And like David was waiting at the front because he had my shopping, my bags and stuff, my cartload. And he was like, well, and I was like, yeah, we're just gonna go. Like I felt so awkward and unwelcome and yeah, so definitely, I mean, it's been said a billion times, don't go, these poor workers are, they're losing their jobs unless they find something else in the meantime, et cetera, et cetera. And some of them were like, they're for it, like career for it, so like, don't go, when are you closing? When is this, And there was like a lady that was like in line even that was like, you got my discount on that, right? And you got, like her discount from the sale or whatever. And she's just like, I don't know. She was pretty aggressive about making sure they just didn't, that they got all the savings and like making sure she was saying, I don't even know what she was getting at. Cause like they rang up at a certain, do you know what I mean? But the way she was wording stuff was basically just, if I were a cashier, I would be sad, that was losing my job and stuff. Cause she just kept bringing up and kept bringing up and kept bringing up. So I was just like, awkward. But anyway, I mean, don't bring stuff like that up, but like, I don't necessarily feel like it was wrong of me to ask, that'd be like saying like, hey, when you retire, when, do you know when you're going to do this or whatever? I know they're not retiring. That's not what I mean, but I'm saying like none of us right now, well, some of us are retiring. I know I'm not. How about that? I'm speaking from personal experience. Like I'm not retiring. I wouldn't be offended if somebody asked, when you retire, what are you going to do? Or, I wasn't saying like, hey, tomorrow, can you sell me a cart? I was just saying when they do it, because it's already common knowledge that they're doing it. Do you know when, have they mentioned like when they might start doing that stuff? I didn't think I was being that rude. I was genuinely trying not to be rude, but because I'm trying to be very conscious of, their feelings and such, because I would be mortified, like I said, but I don't have a lot of time to ramble about it. That was my story. I felt very awkward at the end there, but am I going to go back to JoAnns? Maybe. It would have been a definite yes before that experience, just because I love them and I wanted to keep going back and all, but maybe, I will definitely not be getting fabric. I will definitely not be getting it from that lady. All that being said, I have to go. I have to get ready for work and get Maverick taken care of before work and all that fun stuff. So I will talk to you guys later, but yeah, just remember to be kind to the JoAnns workers when you go. Not that I'm saying any of you guys wouldn't be, but all right. I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.